Hello everyone, welcome to our nail art tutorial. This is Tino. Our lesson today features our special product at www.tinovo.shop. So this design are inspired by St. Patrick's season. We are going to do a couple of different pigment blend technique right here. And the design is a split French. That is the style that we're going for. And the detail that are featured will be Clover lace embossed. First, I'm gonna write down my website so you will know where to shop. www.tinovo.shop at the bottom right here. Hi Tara, let me moderate Tara. Let's moderators. And let me connect. Okay. Tinovo shop. All right. Everything's done. We are ready. Hello, everybody. Hi, Dragonfly ladies. Hi, Recreation Now, Cassie. Hello, Lita. 𝙊𝙛𝙧𝙖𝙬 Hi, Artists for Life. Keep it hand. Welcome, welcome. This is going to be a fun design. Just a little bit of drawing skill, a little bit of blending skill. But I love this style. I love the split French style. Hi, Lisa. Hello, Yukio, Denise. We're going to start out with this. And Cream Nude top gels is what we're going to start out with. And if you haven't known already, all top gel or top coat. And when you put pigment on it, it doesn't stick to it. Hi, Shankat. Hello, Charms. Maria. Hola, mi amor. MC Nails. Okay, let's apply. Hola, hola. Okay. Let's do 2 layers of this. From top to bottom. Little 𝙊𝙧𝙗𝙬 say there is need an inhibition layer. You need to wipe it up. No. This one, it doesn't have an inhibition layer at all. It's like a top coat. Like you only need to apply 1 coat of this to your client and then they can walk right out the door. Hear this? Now, if they like horrible with it now, like if they work in the farm or something, if they really rough, then you might want to apply 𝙤𝙧 because 𝙤𝙧 is like ultra shine and it's scratch proof, which means that when your client wear it, it couldn't scratch a nail. So that's what 𝙤𝙧 is. But other than that, for a typical client, you don't need top coat for top gel. Hi, Candid. Hi, Hair by Bly. Okay, so wait for that to cure. Add on another coat. Wow, that's amazing. Top color, time saver. Yes. I like nude, and nude are special. I don't make it like a typical colors. All of my nude have 5% sheer in it. And what it does is that it helps you ombre. I love to use nude for ombre. Also, it helps with the naturalness of the nail. Because if it's too opaque, then it's going to be chalky and pasty. And on top of that, I make it into a top coat. So it can save. Like when a client wants to apply nude, they probably go after a natural look. And when a nail that have too much top coat and such and base coat and such, then it look bulky. It's not natural. So that's what top gel is for. It's for elegant naturalness. And I use a lot of top gel to incorporate with my design. So it look elegant. It doesn't matter how crazy the design is. The top gel is poured back. Hi, Crispy. Recreation Nails say question. I couldn't find the brush conditioner. Is sold out. Or sheer black sold out. Are they available with a collection? no, unfortunately, Sheer Black and the conditioner are sold out, and they both will be arrived approximately 2 to 3 weeks. Sheer Black does sold out at the show too, at the beauty show. Do you have to cleanse the top coat gel? Nope, you don't have to cleanse it. And because of that, because of this quality, I apply and then I work with pigments. So if you don't have this, then before you work with pigment, you have to apply shine it. Because if you don't, pigment will stick all over the nails, like over here, everywhere. Okay, so that's the story of top gel. Hi, Jamie. Okay, so we're talking about pigment isolation already. So now we're going to talk about pigment adhesion, okay? So if you want to adhere pigment, what should you do? So I have several ingredients that adhere pigments. So you already know about Pigment Base. It's adhere pigment. But if I want this nude to stick to pigment, which it doesn't, but if you want it to stick to pigment, I couldn't apply this because the white will cover everything. So that is when I apply Matted. And Matted stick to pigment. I write it down so you remember. Hi, Tanya. Welcome. Jamie. Okay, so I'm going to apply one coat of this on. Now, Matted, I partially cured it so the pigment will be more vibrant. That rule only applies to Matted, not to any of the other colors. Because a gel polish, if you partially cure, it's going to wrinkle on you. So you never take anything that have color and partially cured it. Matted is clear, so it's a little bit different. And if you full cured it for 60 seconds, then the color will stick on, but it's going to be lighter. So I want to make sure it's nice and rich. And it's very important on the cell level. Matted are completely cell level for pigment. Because if it's not cell level, then it's going to be streaky. And you don't want that. Go ahead and cure this. For 5 seconds. 3, 4, 5. Thank you, Tanya. Then I take 11 this set. Okay, so that's already on. 5 seconds. Now, we're going to take our paper towel and get ready for pigments. Hello, Beyond Nails. Love Beyond Nails. Okay, so you might not notice. You might notice a rainbow. Of course you do. But you might not notice this. This right here. Okay? You might not notice this. So, the nude, I decided like having like a brown fade. And to me, it just enhances the vibe. I always love green and brown for some reason. Like green and brown are hot to me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the same to you, but I love green and brown always. So I make sure that the nail is nude and brown ombre first. And if you notice, this look alone, minus the green, the nude and brown are very hot for all years. Not just for the fall, but like people love nude and brown shade, especially when it's ombre. So we're going to do it right now. And that could be a great salon technique right there. So we're going to take out my pressed pigment palette, and we're going to do 2 colors. This one is like a deep beige, and this one is like a beige brown to me. So 2 of these over that nude. And that look alone, that look alone will be super hot. So that's the first vibe that we are doing. And we need to take out a clean container. So yesterday I didn't use acetone to clean my pigment brush. Today I will. So several techniques for you to choose from. So clean this. And have some acetone out. Fill it up like that. Okay, so that's for washing your brush. And then have one of the short shaker. This one is for knocking excess dust onto it. We're going to put it right here. Okay. And what else do we need? Just a second. Okay, so we're going to use 2 pigment brush. We're going to work with all the colors. So we have to switch back and forth. So this will help speed up the cleaning time. I'm going to put it right here. Okay, so we have all the things we need. I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm holding it in my left hand just so I can wipe. Leia Curry say, where do you get the shaker? It's cute. Okay. Wait, what do you put in the Dappen dish? Denise say. So Denise, this is acetone that I put it in. Just pure acetone. So it can evaporate really fast. So you can cleanse it. But the short shaker right here is an antique short shaker. So I have no idea where to get it. Doesn't have it because it's an antique and he get it at an estate. But you just need something similar. So you can just dip it in like that. Okay, so I'm going to pick out the darker color first. Okay, smudge it in like that. Okay. And then I knock up excess dust. And I'm ready to blend. You always have to knock it up. So you see how clean it is? If you don't knock it up, all the tiny little dust is going to shoot all over the surface. It's gonna be a hot mess, and you don't want that. I use a shot glass to tap the pigment up. Yes, that will work too. I like it because it's sturdy. It doesn't, like, I cannot knock this up. It's very sturdy. If I can find something similar, I probably would sell it. Let me call some of my connection to see if I can somehow bring this to the market right here. It's very unique. I probably take a pictures and then see if anyone can come up with this. See, before I doing this, but I think that it get to be messy because dust flying everywhere. So now I tilt it down and then I do this. And that will help not dent it in my brush too. So that's kind of new and cool. Something that I use the edge of my table. Tanya, that is how I started. It's the edge of my table. So no shame there. I have been there. Just hope that you're not, having carpet. I hope you have brown carpet. Well, it doesn't help with neon color neither. See how beautiful, smooth it is? Okay, you might notice that I didn't wipe extra pigment on my brush. And the reason is because I work with a pressed pigment palette. It's easier than the neon. Like this is a neon. And the neon are very heavy on pigment. So if I want to blend well, I gotta wipe my brush off the surface. So it's weaker for me to blend. But this one are a little more easy to blend. And the rainbow pressed pigment are the easiest. But you notice when I blend, I doesn't really need to wipe off my brush. Fairly easy for the blending. And I could blend all the way up, but I want like a different tone, just to be extras. So I'm going to dip my brush in acetone right there. And then I'm going to wipe it up. And this time I make sure that I really wipe it up so it's really, really dry. Yeah, really dry. Okay. And I'm going to leave this on here. After like a 30 seconds to a minute, it will be completely dry. So while I'm doing that, I'm taking the new brush. And I'm going to get another colors. Dragonfly Lady say Pantone color of the year is a Mocha Mousse. Oh, okay. I always love this. You always see the Kardashian are into all the nude and beige and just neutral tone. It's just sexy. Skin tone are sexy. Put it in, and you should knock up excess. 𝙑𝙏 say your work is outstanding and beyond amazing. Thank you, 𝙑𝙏 68. Okay, so I'm gonna chase that color right on here. I'm gonna start right in here. Apply. Wherever you want the color to be super solid, you just use a little strength, a little pressure, it'll be solid. But whenever you want to blend it out, you lighten up your pressure so it gives you a perfect blend. Okay. And pick up more if you like. Colorful Law say, it's been long at 10-year life. It's another level of living in the moment. I have been watching Save Life video. Oh, yes, Colorful Claw. It's a whole another experience to watch in actual time. You get to ask question. It's like hanging out with me, basically. Okay, just in case, if you have heavy-handed and if you couldn't do this well like this, then of course you can also run your brush on the paper towels and it will lighten up the color so you can blend. But these pressed pigment are very easy to blend anyway. Let me adjust it a little bit. There you go. Okay. You can stop by now, but I'm just very obsessed with the perfection of this. So that's why I'm lingering on here for a while, just to savor this blend. Like, I think any girl will be attracted to this look. It's just a nice, and just have some crystal right here. Some rose gold crystal right there. That's it. So clean this. So that's our first look. Okay, second is we're gonna work with a half neon tips. Like a neon French tip, but just only half of it. Okay, so we're done with pigment for now. We're gonna remove this out of the way for now. And we're gonna come back to it. Okay, so the other half tip, of course, I want to quiz you on the ingredient, of course. What should I use to put all this neon pigment on? I'm gonna get my neon pigment on while I'm waiting for your answers, your quiz answer of the day. So I'm gonna take blue out. I'm gonna take green out. I'm gonna take out yellow. The hottest pink, I have 3 shades. And the brightest orange, I have 3 shades. Pigment base, yes. Well, that's too easy. It's way too easy for you. Yes, it's pigment base. Yes. Okay. It's fun though when you don't know the answer. You know what I mean? Okay, pigment base, take it out. Put it on a palette. Okay. And then the brush. I'm not going to quiz you on the brush because I just go by my mood. It's a long tip, so I obviously need some kind of lightness to color it in. I would use Embossed Brush to color it in. This brush. And since it's a polish, I would hate to use like a liners for polish. You know, I hate to use liner for polish because it couldn't handle the liquidiness of it. It can only handle gel paint for liners, but for gel polish, I like it thicker. So I think I'm gonna stay with the embossed brush, even with for line. Cause I'm working with gel polish. So I'm gonna dip it in. I mean, I can work with the liners. Let's try a liner to see what we're talking about. Cause I know the embossed brush, it can hold polish like this, no problem, and it's gonna go all the way down like that, no problem. But just for the funness of it, let's try 20 millimeters. Let's just try it. Yes, Abby agreed. Abby say 20 millimeters. Okay, let's try it to see. Okay, so you see, it's hold less than this. This hold more. See, this hold less. And if you try to take any more, it will be drippy. And you don't want it to be drippy. So you want to stroke it out to make it slimmer. But what it gives you is a super fine line. I get Pigment Base. We can make an exception because Pigment Base are amazing even for design. We're going to establish our middle first and our height of the tips. If you want, you can measure it with one of these nails that I already did. The height is about right here. Okay, so this is the height of the tips, and the middle going to be, let me make sure I adjust my nail. Okay, it's going to be right here in the middle. Okay, so ready to do straight line? A lot of people have problem with straight line. First thing is a proper brush usage, 20 millimeter. Next thing is a proper load. You roll back and forth to load your brush, and then you have to stroke it out to make it slim. Nice, slim, and even. See that? Now, ready for your straight lines. Using the tip of your brush, press. Run the tip through. Now, the beauty of the 20 millimeter liner is that it doesn't absorb the impact of your hand. So, even if your hand is a little shaky, you're still able to make a line that are perfect. I'm literally talking while I'm doing this, you know what I mean? So my body wasn't really stable. It's a little disrupted, but still, the line is not bad at all. And it just because of the brush, really. Because when you touching the head of your brush right here, what happens is if you apply too much pressure, it can bend. And when it's bent, it can absorb the pressure. Versus a short brush, a short brush, if you use the head of your brush, you can go thin. But if you actually press it, it becomes thicker. It's sensitive to your hand motion. This is not a short brush, but it's an embossed brush, so it have a big body. It's the same thing. Like if I were to take the 7 millimeter details, let me clean it first though. Like if I take the 7 millimeter detail, it's sensitive to my hand. So if I try, I can go a thin line, but if I distract it, it can be thick. You know what I mean? It can shift. But one thing about 20 millimeter liner, it's kind of impossible to make thick line. Just because it's not sensitive to your pressure at all. If you press a little bit, it doesn't budge. It just keep like that constant, which is nice. But when you need the line to be thick again, I would trace it back with another brush, like a 10 millimeter liner or an embossed brush, just to trace it back for the volume. So now we do a curve. You can use a 20 millimeter liners, or you can switch to the 10 millimeter liner if you like. The concoction that I will use to clean will be brush conditioners. Yes, this is sold out already, and it will arrive soon. It will be restocked. Clean this. Everybody loves this. I show everybody love the conditioners, cleansers. Okay, wipe it. Now remember, I'm going to load it again so you can see how I load. Roll back and forth, and then you have to stroke it out. See, nice and thin. nice and thin, but it's low with gel, so it's not gonna run out of gel. You are going to make a little flat line first. Don't curve immediately. Go on the side first like this. Just a little flat like that. Okay. And then you can start bending slowly. Like that. Okay. And if you want your French tip to be a little more curved, you can adjust it right now. You can start right here and you can start to maneuver it up like that. See how I adjust it? But the trick to the French is you have to worry about the flat line first. So you get like a curve like this. See, at the bottom of every French there is a part where it's flattish. Because most people, when they too rushy on curving, they mostly end up with not a French, but like a dip like that, which is unattractive. So you remember that curve right at the bottom where it's flattish. Okay, so now it's we already have the frame, so we're gonna color it in. Now back in the old day, I would use a liner to color it in, and it's gonna be like this. It's awful. It's gonna be like this. See that? That's what I do back in the old day. Just sit there and do that. Like that, until I feel it. But now we have a better brush. Embossed brush or coloring brush. It's built for you to colors. Embossed brush is longer, so it's built for you to wrestle all the 3D gel too. But you can use either or to colors to fill in. Look at that. Easy breezy, fast. See that? So the liner brush day for coloring is over. It's old news. Now I don't mind switching brushes because it's faster for me. Okay, so after the that on, you're gonna wait a little bit so the gel will melt and cell level together. It'll take about 5 seconds. Let me read the comment. Is it gel pen or gel polish? So this is a special gel for, to categorize it, I would categorize it as a gel polish just because it's not in a jar, it's not heavy like gel pens, but the pigment of it is amazing, so I can use it for design. Well, most gel polish, you couldn't use it for design because it melts very easy. It's very liquidy. So this kind of special. And if you ask anybody in this group, they will agree that Pigment Base is just a whole another creature. You couldn't really put it into any category. Hear this. Yeah, you couldn't really categorize Pigment Base. It's a unique little creature. I depend entirely upon it. Like when I go without it, which I did. It sold out a while back. It sold out for about 3 weeks, and I foolishly not hold any Pigment Base for myself, and I suffer. For those 3 weeks, I suffer. I don't know what to use. I don't know what to do. And I tried to use gel polish, and it also crappy. It couldn't apply pigments. The level of pigment, the coverage is horrible. It doesn't sell level. I have to suffer for 3 weeks. And now I have Pigment Base. I hold at least 5 bottles with me at all times. I was afraid to lose it. Okay. It's already out. So right now, we're going to put on neon colors. Just like this. So we're going to put all the brush. We're going to clean all the brush first. And Tara, the paper methods is work. There's still some paint in the bottom. Today, I decided to take like a eyedropper and I suck it out. But some people doesn't have eyedroppers. Maybe later I make some eyedroppers. Tino eyedroppers. But I suck out the conditioner. I take out the paper, lint-free paper towel. Most of it are condensed into the lint-free paper towel. But I still have some like in the bottoms. Okay. So now, let's take out our pigment again. I'm gonna clean my acetone and apply acetone just because I accidentally dipped my gel brush in it. And when it comes to pigment or pigment brush, you don't want any gel. It would be awful if you accidentally stick your pigment brush into your gel. Because it needs to be dry. It don't need to be tacky and oily. I will keep minimum of 15 model pigment base. Lisa say. Let me see. Little 𝙑𝙤𝙨𝙪𝙧 product made by you with this in mind. Let me see. When doing this design, do you ever feel like the nail become bulky? Or are these made by you with it in mind? Okay, so a design can become bulky if you don't have proper material. Like if the gel, let's say if my pigment base is like not opaque enough, then guess what? I have to try to apply to make it thicker, and it will become bulky. And that bulkiness only happens to unquality product. Look at that. I zoom in so you can witness the greatness. See that? See that? Micro. Let me zoom in a little more. Do you see the thinness of it? That is what quality product look like. See that? Doesn't matter how many layers I put on. It's perfection. Now, if you don't have quality product, you will end up with that problem. Because you have to try to make it work, you know. And a design to me is only bulky if I choose to make it bulky. Like the lace. The lace, I want it to be a little more like embossed. So that's when I choose to make it bulky. But if a design does not intend to be bulky, it shouldn't be bulky at all. Okay. So I can take out my paper towels. Okay, and let me on now say, why do you prefer the cleaning your brush instead of acetone? You use a cleaning solution before you use it. I have some, but didn't use it yet. Okay, so before I use acetone, back in the old day, I use acetone. That my story is I love acetone to clean my brush with. Not talking about this. The pigment brush are different. I will tell you about the relationship with pigment brush with acetone later. But with the gel brush, back in the day, I use acetone to clean the gel brush. And what happened is the reason why I like to use acetone because it melt polish so fast that it's convenient for me. So I have all my brush made Kolinsky with acetone coating, so it's protect my brush. But you see, sometimes people doesn't have Voltino brush, so when they dip their brush in acetone, the hair fall off, and it's just not good for that brush. That's why I make the conditioning cleanser, because it have oil and vitamin in it that when you cleanse, it also condition your brush at the same time. And also the oil in this are gel safe. It doesn't make your gel chips. So that is my story on the conditioning cleanser and gel brush. However, when it comes to pigment brush, it's way different. You don't want this to mess with anything that are gel related. You don't want to take this and dip into the conditioning cleanser because that's oil. You don't want that. You don't want to take this and dip into gel neither, because pigment brush, the moment it's exposed to oil and gel, it's become heavy, and your pigment couldn't apply smooth. And a sample of it will be your makeup brush. Okay, so you have a makeup brush where you apply like foundation. Let's take this brush for example. You see this brush, some people use it for apply powder foundation on their face, you know what I mean? Contouring, applying blush. So imagine if you take this brush and dip into lotion, okay? And then try to work with powder foundation. How would that work out for you? Because you do makeup, you know that you have to keep your brush nice and fluffy and dry. Imagine lotion is stuck in it. imagine gel, hair gel stuck in it, oil stuck in it. You can no longer with powder foundation. Same rule apply to pigments. So you need it to be dry and fluffy at all time. Dragonfly say if you use a brush conditioner, does that mean we don't need to leave some polish on the brush? Correct, Dragonfly lady. You no longer need to leave polish on your brush. It will keep it in shape because the conditioner is don't evaporate. You wipe it up and the oil will help condition your brush. Keep it in shape. It's quite nice. That's why it's sold out already. Okay, so take 2 brush here. And this is acetone. Okay, good. I want to make sure that it's acetone. Let me dip my hand in it. Yeah, it's acetone. I'm just so leery because I dip it in oil before. I dip it in conditioner before, and it's horrible. Okay, blue first. I need my shaker too. Right, put it right here. Okay, so I'm gonna take blue, applied it right here, and knock up excess dust. There you go. So now it don't have dust. Now, one thing that I want to tell you before we start it is this surface is a matte surface. So is it gonna stick on to the matte surface? Yes, it will. If you apply pigment right here, it will stick on it. If I don't want my pigment to stick onto the matte, right there, the nude, then I have to put on a layer of 𝙤𝙪. But I don't want to. It's just too many layers. And plus, this is not a design. A design is this right here. If I have like lace and flower and leaf and vine that made out pigment base, then yeah, I need to put on 𝙤𝙪. So the pigment can only stick onto the white. But you see, this white is like a big block. So I can handle this. I can dodge this by starting with the edge right here. Okay, just start right there. That's it. If a little bit stick on the matte, that's fine. Because later you have to outline that anyway. But that's it. Just right there. Brush it on. Okay. And then go ahead and take your brush and run it through the paper towel a few times. And what it does is it's going to make it softer. So you can blend easier. Okay, now let's blend it in. Okay, neon pigment are very strong. That's why I need to do that. For me to have a perfect blend, I need to rub it up a paper towels so I can blend well. Makeup artists will have more of an advantage because they get used to the motion right there. Versus people that doesn't mess with makeup often. Just blend it in. Just like that. So that move right here is very useful, especially for people with heavy hand. Now dip it into the acetone and wipe it up. Hi, Sharon. Good morning, Sharon from Australia. Clean this. Make sure it's dry. So now I'm gonna. That's why you need to use acetone because it's gonna dry so fast, and it's gonna leave my brush completely fluffy and dry with nothing on it, no residue of any sort. So I'm taking a new brush, and I am using pink. Again, knock up excess dust. There you go. Now, go ahead and blend this bottom part. Look beautiful. Okay, stop. See that? It's solid. It's solid because I want it to be solid till here. But now I don't want it to be solid. I want to blend. So remember, take this, run it through. Especially if you have heavy hand, you need to do that. So now when you come back, your brush will be lighter on pigment and you can blend it out all nice and airy. Look at that magic right here. See that? Nice and airy. Like airbrush. See that? Now, it's like a popsicle now. Let's chase it with green. So again, dip it in acetone, wipe it out. Just like that. Acrylic sauce, Claus say, will you be selling the short almond press on anytime? Not me, but there's people like Tanya that would do press on for you. But no, I don't sell press on. Oh, you mean the tips? I don't know. Should I? Do you like that? Do you like me to sell that? I don't know. Okay, knock out the dust. I'm still debating on it. Okay. Go in with the blue too. It's a little blurry. Yeah, I should. You know, they are so in at the moment. Okay. I need to start our short almond series again soon. I take Tanya word that they are in at the moment. No, it's a camera. It's because I have all this stuff here, so it tries to capture all that. That's why it's getting blurry. Let me see if I zoom in, it will get better. Oh, it's got better if I zoom in. Okay. Okay, so after the green, I want tangerine. Rub it in here. Medium square and coffin. Okay. I will give all of the tot. Okay, so start right into the pink. Okay. Get to about right here, stop. Then you come here and you move extra pigment off the brush, go back in and blend. See that? Don't forget that step. It's very important. And then orange are very close to yellow. The last color is yellows. Dip it in acetone, clean this. And then take this out. It would be a good idea if I have some like almond tips and then I put it in mystery box. Short almond tip and put in mystery box. So that's done. Now take your fluffy brush and dust it through one more time, just to make sure that all dust is gone. Cassie say I cannot wear short almond. My nail bed are too long. Good. So you can wear long nail like me. Okay, matte this. So I'm going to apply matte it on. So remember, when you apply matte or shine on top of pigment, always try to glide lightly. Have a decent amount of gel and just apply right on the middle of the nails. And then around the cuticle, and you run down slow. But when you run down slow, it will help the gel adheres to the surface. And you can move on to the next area without going over and over and over again. So slow and then light. Tilt your brush. Don't go like this, but tilted it like that so it can glide through the surface. Like that. Okay. After that done, you cure this. 60-second cure. Tanya say we need to make twice the amount of mystery box so we don't miss out. I can because that's too much discount. I can only make 500. I cannot make any twice is a lot. Like 1,000. That's a lot of discount. Not my word. That's Cindy's word. Because Cindy is the one that takes care of the number, and she say we can only afford make certain amount of mystery box every now and then. Because if we make too much, we'll lose money. So that's no fun. So just a certain amount will be good. Blood is not meant for everyone to get, just a fasted. Just a fasted one to get. Done with this. Okay. Yes, international, there's a problem because it's so too fast that when they wake up, it all sold out. I give you the date and time. I say 9 o'clock. You have to calculate 9 o'clock and then wake up at midnight and order it. I guess that's how you solve the problem. You have to wake up at midnight. Your time. And then make an order. Okay. So, I already matte this. I'm going to paint over this, and remember, whenever you use top coat that are velvet like this, good. Remember, this matter is super velvet. So with top coat that are velvet, it's good if you take some acetone or alcohol on a paper towel and you clean the surface first. It don't have any tacky layer, but you clean this so gel or top coat can grip on the surface well. It doesn't slip. If the top coat is too velvet, if you paint over it, like with gel and such, it can slip and shrink on you. If Tino start mentioning he will be released in one near future, I make sure that I put that money aside so I have it when it's dropped. When it dropped, it's gone really quick. Which I'm happy. I'm happy that it gone so quick. I watched the clock like a hawk and snatched that mystery box. Yes, polisher. Any promo for Sam Patty? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't remember. The Tara, is last year we have any sale on St. Patrick's? I don't believe so. If we did last year, I don't remember. Okay, emerald green right here. That would be a good question to call Cream Time and ask. Either Cindy or Desiree will tell you. Because they manage the website, so they decide when they're going to have the sale. 20mm liner will be the one that I start out with. Me encanta tu trabajo. Gracias, Jocelyn. Gracias. No, Tanya? Tanya, say no. Tanya say last year they didn't have it. Let me see. The one that I'm pretty sure we have is near July 4. I know that for sure. I know we have Black Friday. I know we have presidential sale. I know we have that. Labor Day, yeah, we have that. Easter's. This might be an Easter sale. I think. make sure that I have all the white clean up first. Okay, then I can just take some emerald art gel, load it into my brush, stroke it out. So that is a 20 ml liner. Put it right here. And then I also would need a 10 millimeter liners for the curve again. Load it in, stroke it out. And then I need something for details. And that would be the 7 millimeter details. Yes, I know Sharon. I know about the shipping. Tax or something like that. Roll it around. Stroke it out. That I don't know what to do to help. Okay, so let's get ready to draw. Okay. Okay, now, from top to bottom, stroke it out. Using just the tip of your brush, you start in right here. And down. If you make a mistake, you have to wipe up everything. Because after we're done with this, we need to pour acrylic powder on it. So we need this gels, this surface right here to be completely clean. So if you just wipe up a little bit, it's gonna leave a tacky layer behind, and when you pour acrylic on, it might stick on it. So remember, no mistake. All the way down. Okay, you might notice I give it extra focus. Not because that is a straight line, but because the line have to be exact. Because if it don't have this tip, my line can be anywhere. It can be right here, it can be right there. But this line from here, it have to hit the side. So that's why I'm giving a little extra focus, so I make sure that it's right there and aim right through, so it's hit the side of this French. Then I'm gonna use the 7 millimeter liner now to curve. Again, I'm only using the tip of my brush. 7 millimeter liner, I don't need to go back because it's shorter. So if I apply pressure, it's thicker. Well, this 20 millimeter liner, I have to go back to adjust the thickness of it. Okay, so I'm gonna use this 10. Oh, I can also do this. I can use a 20 millimeter liners to draw the line first, like this. Okay, so see how thin it is? But it helped me construct the line, so I know exactly where the line gonna be. So later on, it'll be easy for me to follow it. Okay, so I can go back with a 10 millimeter liner and I can follow it like this. See, this one, if you press a little bit, it'll be thick for you. See that? Now it's time for details. So we're going to use 7 millimeter details for that. We're going to draw one little heart right here, twirling the head. When you drag it in, just use the tip of the brush so it's nice and thin. Another teardrop right on the side, just like this. Pulling it in. On this side, you cannot tear in between needles. because you have to pour acrylic on, so it needs to be all wet. So yeah, see, it's a drawing skill that needs to be practiced and perfect. Twirl around, and you're gonna drag it in, just like that. This one too, you twirl around, drag it in. On the side, I'm adding another petals. Like this. Another one on this side right here. Twirl it around, going in. Okay. On this side. And feel free to turn your client hand around like that. If you see me at the show, you can get a better perspective of that. I don't just have one angle and I try to work with that. That'd be crazy. Make sure to make yourself comfortable when you doing this, so everything will turn out perfect. And I flip my client hand over quite often. Just because I have a certain angle, I like to pull down more than pulling up. And I like to go to the right more than I go to the left. That is the angle that I'm comfortable with. Oh, how cute. I feel like a leprechaun can jump out that rainbow anytime soon. Give me some luck. Maybe one day I'll catch one. Catch my own leprechaun. Go to the Irish midget show and catch one for me. Get another petal right here. All the way down. Okay, another one on this side. Just back and forth like that until you fill up all the way to the top. Let me read some questions first. Candy Janelle say, what country are you located? So I'm in United States, but my original country is Vietnam. I'm from Vietnam, but I stay here for 20 years. I'm from United States. I ship my product worldwide. Over 100 countries. Lisa said I can actually fly free with military fly, but the food suck. Oh, just making conversation. Tanya say, Tino, you master your eye for symmetry. It's amazing. Thank you, Tanya. And another way that you can do it is you can start right here with the line drawn down, and then you can flip your client finger over, and you can start right here and draw the other half of the line all the way down the cuticle. You can do that. What country you try to fly to that the food sucks? Okay, draw another petal right here. If I have to go somewhere, I like to go to Italy, Germany. I like to go to Europe, basically. I like Europe's. I like to go to Europe's. Scotland, Ireland, and such. Countries that have leprechaun and fairy. Not the cute Disney one. The one that will kill you and eat you. Yeah, I like to go to that country. The Loch Ness Monster? Yeah. Yeah, those countries. Mystical country. I like to go Greenland and such. I want to go to Asia too. It just, I've been there already. I grew up from there, so there's no surprise anymore. Except for the food. I want to go somewhere way different. Just a little bit here too. Okay. Okay, it's time for emboss. Take it out. Now pour a clear acrylic on. Any brand would do. So you take this out. And a spoon. Now, people would do this and they would just put in the light immediately. But you have to know that the acrylic linger on top right now. And within a moment, it will start to settle down in the bottom and the gel will get wet again. Then you have to pour again till it's completely solid. That way, it will last for a long time, like forever. If your client doesn't come back, it will just stay on the nail forever, for a long time, because it's like a 3D acrylic design. But if people just pour a little bit, and then they let it go, what happened is the top is solid, but the bottom is wet. And there is a chance that your client might chip it. However, with art gel, the chance are less likely because art gel are very sturdy. That's why it can survive on the surface without top coat because it's very sturdy. But still, you want to completely soak it. And art gel is cell level now. The new edition art gel is cell level now. So it can soak acrylic easier than the old one. Now, see? It's completely matte. You just wait a second. It'll be shine again. Tanya said, Tino, you gotta come to Australia to see a koala and kangaroo. Yes, that is one of my my list is Australia. You know, when I watched that movie, Australia, you remember that movie with Hugh Jackman? Yeah. Ever since I want to go to Australia. I don't know why. I just feel like I want to. Okay. Thank you, Bima. You see that? You see it's getting wet again? Let me zoom in so you can see that. See all this? See right there? See the shine on it? It means that the clear acrylic have settled down on the bottom. And then now it's shiny again. You need to pour that in again. And with one finger, it's really difficult because you have to wait. But with 2 finger or 4 finger, it's easy. Because by the time you get to the 4th finger and you come back to this, then you can pour in it without waiting in between. So I prefer to work with multiple finger when I do in this technique. Thank you, Cassie. Cassie say, love this set. I love it too. When I first just do on the fingers, it's okay. It doesn't thrill me. But when I see all of them together, it excites me. Somehow the combination, the repetition of this make the color scheme stronger. So now I'm into it. Lisa says someone have to throw a shrimp on the barbecue for me. The only place that we cannot go is New Orleans because Dustin refused to go to New Orleans for some reason. He says the energy in New Orleans doesn't agree with him. I want to go to New Orleans though because I love the food. I love Beige food. One of my favorite. I love gumbo, jambalaya, all the food from the Beige. I like it. Maybe one day I should go by myself. Okay, so whenever I do that, when people see me do this, they don't understand it. When they see me do this, they say, I got so many comments, especially on my 1-minute video. They say, Tino, when you do this, doesn't it smear your gel? No, it doesn't. If your gel gets smeared, that means you don't pour acrylic enough on it, that your gel's still wet. When the gel dry, it doesn't smear on you at all. See, I can just dust it. And of course, You have to use a proper brush. I using a fluffy to dust it. See, just the tip of my fluffy. I dust it. So it doesn't make my embossed design ashy. Look at the color. It's all nice and rich and green. There's no ashiness. You ever do an embossed design, like especially when you black gel colors, and when you clear and the black just not deep black. It's like ashy black. It because you put it on and you don't dust it, and you put it in the machine. So extra dust is linger on the surface and it refuse to come up. So remember, dust it. It helps to make your color richer. And finish with this. This art gel called Emerald Green. Because he said you have to go to New Orleans. I spent last spring there. My husband had to drag me home. I spent a month trying to figure out how to live there. Oh, you make me excited now. No, that doesn't want to go, not because of the voodoo or the magic. He certain places carry a certain kind of energy, and it doesn't agree with him. It's not mean that it's bad. It doesn't agree with him. He have Indian blood in him, and like there's this one time when we go to Colorado, he can felt the energy in Red Rock, and the energy is strong type of old Indian energy that maybe come from a different tribe, and it just doesn't agree with him. It want him out. It start raining and all that. So it just depend on the area. Okay. This is done. Bummer, cannot hear this class. I wonder why. Is anybody hear me well? Bummer couldn't hear me. Yeah, Cassie? Yeah, it's really strange. I'm okay with it. It just, he's not okay with it for some reason. Yeah? Okay, Burma got it now. Okay. So that is the sum of our lesson today. Pretty simple. Let's see. I have 2 more. Today I'm editing video already. Tomorrow I have to film some intro and such. And then a couple of days and I'm ready for another batch. A new batch of nails. What do you think? What kind of rhinestone should I put in around this Louis Vuitton? Should I put blue? Should I put rose gold? Or should I put white opal? I'm gonna tone between the rhinestone choice of that. Because Louis Vuitton did make a collection about cloud once, and I was in love. I was in love with the concept, the color, and everything. So that's why I decided to make it. Doesn't maybe an impact, and he felt an energy, and it's overwhelming. Yeah, that's exactly it. He is an impact. Cassie say it did not look easy, but now let me see. It did not look easy, but now we have seen how to do it, and I'm trying. Yeah, like the look, it doesn't look easy, but when you see all the steps, it's quite simple. It's basically work with layer. The only skill that you need is, besides the blending skill, is a drawing skill. It's not tricky. It just requires you to practice blending, requires you to practice line work. White opal? Okay. I'm glad I hear that. Because I plan for white opal, I'm just not sure. That's why I would go between rose gold. Blue will be my last option. Just because I don't want it to be too repetitive, you know. And I decided to frame this with brown. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I'm just swinging for it. So I'm torn between rose gold and opal. That's why. I wouldn't do gold. If I would choose a metallic, I would choose rose gold. I think it's fit the mood with the brown. Can you do white opal and light blue together? not opal and blue together because it's already have blue. I don't want to intrude it with the design, so people eye wouldn't know where to look on the stone or on the design. So I figure something maybe complement with the background or something complement with the brown, you know. Let me see. Hi, Ariels. Okay, let me see if I have any question left. Will you do some now with your new pigment from the box? Yes. I need glow in the dark. So I need to think of a design that require glow in the dark elements. I'll think of something. If you know me by now, I rarely do a design based on product. You know, like to advertise product. You know how when people have like a new collection or a new gel and they try to make a design using the product to sell their gel, you might notice I rarely do that because whenever I think of a design, I think of it first. Then I see what that design need and require, and then I grab material for it. So I think about the design first, and then I choose a product. But I never choose a product to do a design, if that makes any sense to you. But for the luminous powder, that's easy. I just need to do something that glow in the dark. I might do some kind of, I don't know, like unicorn or something. I'm trying to think of something that require glow in the dark elements, you know. Maybe a rainbow clovers or something like that. Or a rainbow rose. I'll think of something. And then I will utilize that to make some fun glow in the dark design. Mermaid March, glow in the dark under the sea. Oh! Tara, just give me a great idea. Under the sea. Yes. Oh, I can see it now. I can make a little like color, like coral, which is easy. I just need some grab some texture gels and mix the pigment into it and make like coral that will glow in the dark. Little fish that glow in the dark. I can finally use my glow in the dark top coat for that too. Yes, under the sea. I will remember that. Good idea, Tara. I love it. The heart of the bunny said it could be cute if it glow in the dark. It's different because the bunny said I want the ear to be ombre, and when it comes to ombre, I prefer to take my neon pigment to ombre it because I want the color to be bright. If I use my luminous powder, the color gonna be slightly light, and I have to pick out the color accordingly because like pink, it might have an orange glow, or white, it might have a blue glow. So I have to figure out the colors. So when it comes to glow in the dark, I prefer to do one color, like maybe the ear are blue, the nose glow in the dark pink, the eye glow in the dark purple. You know, just like one instead of blend. That's what I like when it comes to that technique. So that's why the bunny ear doesn't quite work with that technique, but the heart might. The heart, I might do one color here, and one color here, all glow in the dark. That's also something that I might approach to, a direction that I might approach later. Let's see. Okay, everyone. Oh, a volcano set too. I just saw Hawaii for some reason. I just saw somebody mention about Hawaii. Lisa mentioned about Hawaii, and instantly I thought about volcano. I can definitely do a glow in the dark lava and volcano. That would be so hot and fun. I gotta write all this down. I'm thinking about it. Cause you know I forget. You know, like 30 minutes later I forget. I love let's just name this glow in the dark nail set. Glow in the dark. And I like Tara, under the sea. Under the sea. And then Lisa say Hawaii. So Hawaii. Volcano. Yeah, I like that a lot. Northern Light or Neon Sun. Northern Light, I have to wait. I have to wait until like December. Thank you, Miguel. Neon Sun. Yeah. I guess Neon Sun. I actually don't know what kind of Neon Sun. Do you sell these? These are beautiful. I sell product. I teach for free and I sell product. And people that learn from me, they sell their set. Like Tanya is really, really good. She can literally replicate anything I do. Like if you want to order, you can make order from her. Check out the... Okay, everyone. It is for tonight. And I will have another live tomorrow. I go to dentist tomorrow. I will have live tomorrow evening. I have this set left and this set left. And then I'm ready for another batch. I already have a couple of ideas, which I'm excited about. Let me clean up everything. And Tara, can you send the list for me, please, so I can post it? For anybody watching that like to rewatch, I will post it in 5 minutes after I'm up live. So you can rewatch the live to catch any detail that you miss. Yeah, Mia Style sell the nail set too. A lot of people here watching sell nail set. Good night, Dragonfly Lady. You're welcome. Under the Sea sound like a very good one to do. Yeah, like glowing dogfish. Like jellyfish. I have to have jellyfish. And I have this cool little bubble technique where I use ink and 3D jelly. I have to use that. Tino, I bought both matte for pigment. Which one? Okay. You bought both matte. So I can explain about both of these matte. This matte stick to pigment, and you can tell. I write it here. You can tell stick to pigment. Okay, so they are opposite from each other. This matte is a velvet matte. Okay, matted is a velvet matte. It's a beautiful velvet finish, and it stick to pigment. You cure for 5 seconds or so. The pigment will be nice and bright. If you full cure, then the pigment will be light. So this like to stick to things, matted. Now, Teflon matte is opposite. Teflon matte doesn't like to stick to anything. So I use it to isolate chrome. See, non-sticky to chrome powders. So when you apply one coat of this, chrome not gonna stick onto this. So let's say a background like that, like the octopus, you see all the chrome details. Before I put gel on and I do chrome design, I put Teflon matte on. So the chrome doesn't stick onto the blue or the octopus. I can just go right through them, and it only stick onto the gel that I apply, but not on the Teflon matte on the background. So that's the difference between these two. Matte like to stick to things, and Teflon matte doesn't like to stick to things. All right, Yukio. Next class tomorrow, I will have 2 more design day. And then I think I might go live like right away, right after it. So you might see me like every day for this month. You might. I need to have some short coffin, short almond nail day too. I need to have some of that. All right, everyone. Bye-bye now. I will see you later. Those matter on the website, yes? Yes. Classy Jen Lam, both of these matter on the website. Matted are always in stock. Teflon matte, I make sure that I have it well stocked. At least 5,000 pieces at a time, but you just never know. There is a few times in the past that Teflon matte have sold out completely. And I'm telling you, when Teflon matte is sold out, life is miserable. Like, I have to have Teflon matte. So Teflon matte is priority. Matted are always in stock. But Teflon matte, every one of our order have Teflon matte on it. People love Teflon matte. Bye, Ariel. Do you put acetone on matted? Yeah. Like, before I draw this on top of matted with gel, I take acetone and I wipe the surface. And I just make the gel more stable on the surface. That is what we do with with velvet matte is that we wipe it with acetone first before we design. If you apply matte and then you finish, then you don't need to wipe it with anything. You only need to wipe it when you need to design on matte. All right. All right, classy Jen Lam. Good night, Yukio. Bye-bye, Gifted Hand. Thank you, you guys, for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.